Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the 2026 Career Blueprint, a strategic guide that's tailor-made for high schoolers. Look, whether you're a student, a parent, or a teacher, you know that trying to figure out what happens after graduation is, well, it's incredibly overwhelming. But stick with me, because today we're going to demystify this whole career planning thing together and really figure out how to navigate the future of work.
Because let's be real, it almost always starts with this one question. What do you want to be when you grow up? It's that age-old, super stressful question you get hit with at literally every family gathering, right? If just hearing that makes your heart rate spike a little bit, trust me, you are absolutely not alone. It kind of implies that you need this single, perfect answer locked in right this second. But honestly, the modern economy just doesn't work like that anymore.
So let's get into Section 1, Beyond Stereotypical Career Choices. To really prepare for the future, we've got to completely shift our perspective away from those conventional, single-track job titles. The source material points out a really crucial reality here. Most students only know about careers and majors in very general terms. And hey, that makes total sense. It's supernatural to just default to the highly visible answers. The doctors, the lawyers, the teachers. But relying only on those stereotypes, that creates a massive blind spot. It literally limits your options before you even start exploring. Let's move on and see how this builds in Section 2, Discovering Career Clusters. Instead of just pulling one specific job out of a hat, the blueprint introduces a massive shift in thinking. We're focusing on career clusters. Essentially, these are groups of occupations that share common knowledge and skills. They take thousands of highly specialized jobs and organize them into manageable categories, or families of careers. Think about the power of that for a second. If you're drawn to one specific area, you don't just have one single job option. You have an entire family of careers to explore.
And this brilliantly illustrates our point. Let's look at the animal lover example straight from the text. Traditionally, if you say you love animals, the immediate assumption is, oh, you should be a vet. But look at how a career cluster actually branches out. Loving animals could lead you into zoology, which sits right in the STEM cluster. Or it could lead to animal welfare over in human services. It could even be pet product design, which is entirely within marketing and sales. Broadening your view like this opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Now, let's zoom out a bit for Section 3, High-Impact Future Industries.
Now that we've figured out how to group our interests, what's really interesting here is the strategy when we look at the global economy. The 2026 Career Blueprint identifies 4 specific future-proof high-income sectors. First up, AI and data, which is built heavily on advanced computation. Second, precision medicine and biotech, situated right in innovative healthcare. Third is strategic defense and maritime command. And fourth, ESG and sustainability, blending environmental science with corporate governance. These aren't just random, isolated jobs. They are literally the architectural pillars where future demand is actually heading.
So, here's where we start connecting the dots between those career clusters and these high-impact industries. Listen, it's not about forcing yourself into some high-tech job if you absolutely hate sitting at a computer. It's about looking beyond those conventional roles to find where your natural personal attributes intersect with these massive, growing fields. Maybe that passion for animal welfare we talked about actually translates perfectly into a role in ESG and sustainability. The ultimate goal here is total alignment.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 4, Your Strategic Advantage.
So how do we actually put all this into practice today? Well, we have to address the elephant in the room, artificial intelligence. The blueprint creates a pretty stark contrast here. AI is increasingly handling all the routine, repetitive tasks. Trying to compete on those, that's a losing battle for sure. Your true human advantage lies in cultivating specialized technical expertise, deep critical thinking, and robust leadership. Sure, AI can process the raw data, but it requires actual human strategy to innovate within those high-impact industries.
So the absolutely crucial point is this. It all boils down to equipping yourself with a competitive advantage for success in this evolving global economy. This entire explainer has really been about proactive preparation. Don't just sit back and wait for the economy to dictate your path. By understanding those career clusters, targeting the high-impact sectors, and relentlessly focusing on your unique human skills, you can actively design your own successful roadmap, starting right now. Which leaves us with one final, provocative thought to completely rethink the high school journey. Knowing what you know now about the future, ask yourself, are you simply trying to choose a job, or are you building your strategic advantage? Because the difference between those two approaches, it literally changes absolutely everything. Thanks so much for exploring this 2026 blueprint with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.